It was a cold, quiet evening. The garden was still, the air carried a crisp chill, and the sky above shimmered with twinkling stars. Fireflies danced softly in the dusk, filling the atmosphere with a magical calm. Mia, a little girl with 2 golden pigtails, sat quietly on a garden bench beside her dearest companion, Simba, a white, fluffy kitten with gentle eyes. Simba rested his head on Mia's shoulder, silent, as if he wanted to say something but couldn't find the words. Mia smiled softly and asked, "Are you okay, Simba?" But Simba simply closed his eyes and let out a deep breath. There was something unspoken in that silence, something wasn't right. A stillness hung between them, as if the stars were holding their breath. The next morning, sunlight poured into Mia's room just like always, but Simba was different. He lay on the bed, weak, quiet, and unmoved by the toys scattered around him. His food bowl sat full and untouched. Mia sat by his side, gently stroking his back. Simba kept his eyes down, his energy fading like a candle in the wind. His little body didn't respond to her gentle nudges. Worry clouded Mia's eyes. Her beloved Simba felt like he was slipping through her fingers, and she didn't know how to stop it. When everything started feeling too heavy, Mia took him to the vet. The clinic room was painted a soft blue, calm and quiet, but inside Mia's heart, a storm raged. The vet smiled kindly and said, "Give him his medicine on time, and keep giving him love." Simba lay wrapped in a soft towel in her arms. "He'll get better." Mia didn't say a word, she simply nodded. Her eyes searched the doctor's face for something more, some promise. The doctor looked at her and saw not just a little girl, but someone who loved with all her heart, and that night, Mia spent time with Simba the way she always did, with stories and love. She opened her favorite storybook, sat beside him, and began reading gently. Simba lay in her lap, thinner now, and weaker, but she held his paw the entire time. Her voice trembled slightly with each word, but she didn't stop. A tear slipped from her eye, but she wiped it away quietly. Then she leaned in close and whispered, "I'm always here, Simba." Her words were soft, but the faith in her voice was louder than anything else. In that moment, her love wrapped around him like a blanket. Then came a night filled with hope. The moon bathed the garden in silver light, fireflies floated through the air, and everything felt still. Mia cradled Simba in her arms like she was shielding him from the world. He opened his eyes slightly and closed them again, but this time, there was peace in him. His tiny breath brushed against her cheek. She smiled gently and whispered, "Everything will be okay, Simba, just a little longer." The stars above seemed to nod in silent agreement. And then, came a brighter morning. Sunlight spilled into the room, warm and golden. Simba opened his eyes slowly. He lifted his head, glanced at his food bowl, and for the first time in days, he stood up and took a bite. His tail twitched, just a little. Mia's eyes welled with tears, but this time, they carried joy. She pulled him into her arms and held him tight. In that moment, love had won. The silence had finally broken, with the soft crunch of hope. A few days later, Mia sat at her desk, diary open. She turned to a fresh page and wrote softly, "After every long night, a new dawn comes. And you're still here, with me." Simba lay beside her, calm, quiet, but alive and full of warmth. Between them, only one promise remained, we'll never be apart again. And in the hum of the morning, that promise felt like forever. And then came another evening. Mia stood in the garden once more, Simba by her side. A star above twinkled, bright, radiant, and closer than any other. Mia looked up, smiled gently, and whispered, "Good night, Simba." Simba looked up too. As if they both blinked once, and captured a memory in their hearts forever.